Hey gang, it's Dave Littlejohn back with another question of the week. And this week's question, which is a fun one, is what is a fiduciary? I know if you look, it's a funny word, it sounds funny, but what does it actually mean? It's becoming more popular, especially in the financial industry, because there's a lot of legislation centered around the term fiduciary. So what does it mean? Well, very simply, a fiduciary is a person that is placed in charge of someone else's affairs, and they are legally obligated and ethically obligated to put that person's interests ahead of their own. They are acting on their behalf. Another term could be trustee. In the case of, you think about a scenario where perhaps somebody is declared incompetent by the courts and they have a person appointed to manage their affairs. That appointed person is supposed to do everything in the best interest of the person that they are serving. That's what the fiduciary does. But it's not just the best interest, because the fiduciary obligation extends into the legal realm. It means they actually have a legal obligation to put that person's interests ahead of their own and to act in what should be their best interest. So why is it important? Because the financial industry has not always had that standard of care, and not every financial professional is held to that standard. So fiduciary is one of those buzzwords that you want to pay attention to, because the other thing you'll hear, and it sounds similar, is best interest, right? Or suitable. These are two different concepts though. Suitable is the one you want to be careful with. Suitability simply means, hey, if I make a recommendation, it's adequate. It doesn't have to be the best, it just doesn't have to be lousy, right? So a suitable investment meets that standard that says good enough. Why do you care? Because it could be that recommendation, you could get something better, but this one's okay, pays the other person more. It's really what it comes down to. And yeah, the old expression is true. Hey, follow the money, right? So bottom line is that fiduciary is the new term. And you're going to see this more and more, because legislatively what we're seeing now is that we're writing laws and we're moving the entire financial industry in the direction of becoming fiduciary. So my advice is, if you're not working with a fiduciary, consider whether or not that's appropriate. I will say this. There are plenty of practitioners that are perfectly ethical and are putting their clients' best interests at the forefront already. So they may be acting as a fiduciary even if they are not one, but there is a different legal standard, so that's why we're talking about it. Anyway, if you've got other questions, want more clarification, there's plenty of resources about it, but beyond the fiduciary question, you're welcome. You know, we got all these other videos and questions, but fire one at us. You can reach us by going to our webpage. You can email at info@littlejohnfs.com. Just give us a call, put it in the comments, do all the stuff that you do. Don't forget, share it with a friend, and beyond that, we'll just say thanks for tuning in, and until next time, this has been David Littlejohn. Take her easy.